Well, the fight went exactly how I laid it out. Except for one thing. Nicholas Walters did not get the knockout in the 9th round. But everything we pointed out was right there and played out the way we thought. With Lomachenko with the faster feet, outboxing him, outslicking him. What I saw from Nicholas Walters, a lot of people was like, man, like Roy was like, man, he don't like he got any ring rust. Ring rust don't show up in the first round, Roy. You know that. It's over duration of the fight. You'll start to see he's kind of off a little bit. And I don't think ring rust was the complete problem in this fight. It was Lomachenko. Because you guys people have been, it's Lomachenko, you're killing his name, it's Vasily Lomachenko. I'm like, okay, Lomachenko. And Nicholas Walters. And not Waters. People's like, yeah, man, you saying Waters over and over again. But anyway, since the first round, HBO commentary is just the worst. They proved once again that they're going to be consistently terrible every week. If you were listening to this commentary, you would know absolutely nothing about the fight that's happening in front of your face. They're only going to tell you how amazing Lomachenko is, and not to mention Walters won the first round. Let's just omit that and just talk about how wonderful all the work that's being done, totally ignored. It's just super biased. Just another horrible performance by HBO once again. Now, round 2 I gave to Lomachenko because he was finally got a rhythm of what he wanted to do. He was smothering Nicholas Walters' offense, and he was not making the mistake of dropping that left hand before he got out of position. He kept his left hand home and kept the shields up, which was taking the right hand away from Walters. And every time Walters wanted to throw it, he would jump and move to his left. And instead of throwing right hand leads, which I thought that he would figure out that's what he needed to do, start with a right hand lead. He tried it once and it worked, but he never really went back to it. He started to try to left hook him every time he tried to move. That was his next option. Is like every time Lomachenko move over to the left, I'm going to try to meet him with a left hook and then put him back in position, but he wasn't following that with the right hand. And he didn't have to quite leverage on the hook that he would have wanted. He did things too far and too in between. He was late. And that's when you have a wide stance, like Walters has. He has a wide stance. It protects you against body shots, but it hinders you against guys who jump and fight from angles. And that's his style. He goes from point A to point B and hit the spot before you can even move your feet. Now you got to try to adjust and counter him because he's on top of you. But it's hard to counter from where you are because he's throwing the punches over your left shoulder. And that's how he was able to get the advantage and keep the momentum going after the third round. The third round I gave to Nicholas Walters because he stepped up the pressure, stepped up the punch output, and actually made Lomachenko trade with him a little bit. And he was able to get close to the body and touch him a lot downstairs, I thought. And I said, well, yeah, he pulled that round. I gave him credit for that round. He was landing some good shots and staying on there and becoming more of a two-fisted fighter and keeping a jab in his face. Round 4 was more the same. Lomachenko was starting to loosen up and hit his angles, hit his spots, and bounce from angle to angle. And see, this is why they don't understand what he was doing. He was giving different looks to Walters. Walters was waiting on him to hit the position to go to his left, but before then, he changed it, and he would hit him with a jab first, then make the step, then come with the left, straight down the pipe. So Walters is waiting for him to jump into position. He actually went back, then came forward with a straight left and gave him a whole different type of look. Then started his offense over the shoulder. Then he would smother him. So he can't really get any leverage on his power shots. So with all of these things going on in the fight, HBO is not telling you a single thing about any adjustments being made. And Walters made an adjustment in the fight. He decided that if he, instead of just working off the jab, he was going to just start off with a left hook to the body and hook to the body as soon as Lomachenko come up. Just shoot the body shot right away. Boom, because he's coming in with high guard. Make him respect that you're going to go to the body, so he'll make him lower his hands and bring him down. That's something he should have started the fight with. And it was working for him, even though Lomachenko was getting in a rhythm and kept moving him, kept getting him in angles, kept tying him out. And it was mentally fatiguing him because he's getting hit and he can't control what's happening to him. A lot of people think he quit, but he was hurt in that last round with a straight left by Lomachenko. He was hurt. And people didn't catch it because you got terrible commentators commentating the fight. They didn't even see it. And I was like, I saw it. He got caught with a short left and he was hurt. And I was like, yeah, he's pretty hurt. And then the combination, it was a combination really, but it was the left that did it. He didn't see it coming, and when the punch was already thrown, by the time he turned around, it hit him, and he was buzzed. He was trying to get himself together, but he knew he was outclassed. And even if he wasn't rusty, he doesn't have the boxing skills to beat Lomachenko in a 12-round fight. His only shot was to get the knockout, and I thought that he would be able to do it and wear him down as the fight got late. But if you're just gonna stand in like he said, if you stand in one spot, you're gonna make it a very easy night for him, where he don't have to think as much. Now, do I believe ring rust played a part? Yeah, of course, he's a bit rusty from live action. Yeah, sparring is not live action, but I do believe that this would probably been the same result. I only had him winning 2 rounds, the first round and the third round, and after that it was just a wipeout for Lomachenko. I don't have the Harold Letterman score of every round going to Lomachenko, just as soon as he walked out the dressing room. But, a fight with him and Vargas would be epic if it was to take place. That would be an epic fight. Vargas would challenge him because he has some mobility. He has a variety of punches. He's a schooled boxer with both hands. So I'm interested in seeing that fight. So y'all tell me, how did y'all see the fight go? How did y'all score it? And what do y'all want to see next? It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. BoxingSocialist.com. We still #1, baby. Ha ha.